Play it. First of all, y'all already know what it is, man. You know what I mean? It's been a minute. I ain't been on here, but I'm seeing a lot of stuff in boxing that I'm just not agreeing with. I mean, we got a couple of good fights going on. Ryan Garcia and Tank. We got possibly Wilder coming back. Um, we got a couple. We got Devin Haney and Loma. We got Shakur Stevenson about to fight. But as you can see who's on this screen, man, your boy one time, Keith Thurman, once again is trying to make great fights, and you got people that are trying to throw him in the back like he never was nothing. They want to keep this one loss thing on his resume. I don't know why they hate on the boy Keith Thurman so bad, man. And it's just like, man, what is it about this man that y'all just keep on trying to like keep this man from doing what he does, man? This dude is the truth, man. He's the actual original truth. We got sources from Ring Magazine stating that June 17th is actually the date for Terrence Crawford and Errol the Truth Spence Jr. That's cool. The fight's been marinated and played with so much that I don't really give a crap anymore. Um, but we got your boy Terrence Crawford up there playing games on his Twitter. You had him saying April Fools the same day that everybody is now speculating about this fight and everything. Now he's talking about April Fools. Now you got some boxing purists and some boxing blogs talking about, oh man, Bud just playing around. That's what he does. Listen, dog. I don't know who or what grown ass person wants to be played with like children, but this ain't knick knack patty whack give a dog a bone. Terrence Crawford, if you're doing that to shake people, why would you be trying to confuse people that want the fight? Why are you playing with people that want the fight? You know what I'm saying? It's not like you got to sell the fight. The fight is already sold. So what's all the game plan for? Like, we moving on. Errol the True Spence Jr. said something like about a week and a half ago about it being that there's a fight announcement showing up real soon, and it would all make sense when it's announced. Now, I don't know. That don't sound pretty sure about it being Terrence Crawford. If it is, more power to you guys. But I'm still faithfully in the belief that Errol Spence needs to value and honor his mandatory, which is with Keith One Time Thurman for the WBC title. He won and beat Marios Barrios with a shutout 12-round bout in February 5th. And Keith Thurman fought for opportunity to get a shot at the title. Everybody's talking about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence is going to be one of the best fights of all time. And then what if it turns out to be another Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather type of situation where everybody wanted to fight so bad that it turns out to be a dud. It ain't what everybody thought it was. What if these guys get in the ring and don't even slug it out and be too careful with 12 rounds of nothing really going on? You guys just be so excited and putting your fingers up your asshole so much that y'all really be trying to put y'all faith into these boxes. These guys are just in it for the bread, which they should. They putting their life on the line, but do not get it mistaken that they're gonna go up in there and just kill each other. But let's talk about Keith One Time Thurman, man. We got a person here, man, that's being thrown on the back burner. His career is pretty much at a stall, and he's trying to find some good fights out there that make sense for him because he wants to be on that number one spot again. He needs his title shot. We got Stanionis out there. We got Ennis, Boots Ennis out there. We would have had Virgil Ortiz, but right now he's on the bench because he was supposed to be fighting Stanionis, but he's not because of his condition. There's really no other fights out there that make sense for Keith Thurman at this point besides Boots. I believe he can beat Boots. A lot of people believe that Keith don't have a chance, but he does have a fighting chance. He has a lot of things that he can expose towards Boots Ennis, man. He has a lot of technicality of things that he can put together that can confuse Boots Ennis in that ring, man. I didn't like Boots Ennis' last performance when he fought that Russian-looking guy. I don't give a fuck if the guy wasn't throwing punches or not, even if the guy is running, there's nowhere to go. So you still let this guy run around the ring for 12 rounds to survive with you, and you didn't knock him out, you didn't stop him or nothing. Even if he's fucking running, it doesn't matter. That being said, you was supposed to get that guy out of here. You didn't. That kind of exposed the fact that you're weak towards people with footwork. Keith Thurman has footwork. So if that's a fight that they're going to make, I definitely want to see Keith Thurman versus Boots, because just seeing the fact that you let a Russian guy outwork you with his feet work, that's kind of crazy to me. That kind of exposed your flaw in your game, because if you used to guys just standing in front of you, you're going to have a hard fucking night and a long night with Keith Thurman, because Keith Thurman does all that and better. And he got dynamite in both hands. But we just need to just realize that Keith Thurman just got one loss, man. You guys acting like this guy got 5 fucking losses. You know, people like Adrian Bruno can come back. You know, people like what's that guy? It's a couple of people with a bunch of losses under their records, you know what I mean? And y'all still pay for these guys to see him. Keith got one fucking loss, and you guys is acting like this guy is a fucking washed up boxer. He still got it. He still got dynamite in both hands. His footwork is impeccable. He has a lot of boxing IQ. You hear all these blogs and these big time bloggers and these YouTube channels keep on dogging Keith's name out like he's not that dog, man. That dude is that. Matter of fact, he's not that dog. That nigga's that hyena. You know what I'm saying? Which can kill a dog. You know, he might be mixed with an African wild dog. But the thing is this. Y'all gonna have to pay attention. Watch how Keith takes back the game in the blink of an eye, just due to the fact that a lot of people been playing games and ridiculing his name, talking about when he didn't give Errol Spence a shot. And now Errol Spence is at the top, and he complained about Keith Thurman never giving him a shot. But what did Terrence Crawford did the minute, you know, they was in negotiations? He walked away and went with Black Crime or whatever those guys' names over there, and made some money, and now he wants to sit back at the table. So why are you not mad at Terrence Crawford, you know, that was sitting at the table with you negotiating, but you mad at Keith Thurman where you never sat at the table with him? You know what I'm saying? You was just calling him out, but you and Terrence Crawford was actually sitting at the fucking table. All right, Errol. So, you know, faithfully, I believe, I don't know. I don't trust in the, you know, I don't know if the fight's going to really be announced. We can be, you know, it can be Keith Thurman still, because I don't understand why would Keith Thurman still be in negotiations with Errol Spence if Errol Spence is already negotiating a fight with Terrence Crawford. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But if anything, he's supposed to value the mandatory of the WBC, which is the title that he has. I mean, Keith Thurman is your mandatory. You know, clean up your division. You say you want to clean it up, then go over there to Terrence Crawford. But you know, a lot of you guys are scared because y'all know Keith Thurman is a very bad gamble for Errol Spence to do, and y'all just want to get that fight just in case, you know, Errol Spence drops the ball by ever fighting Keith Thurman, and y'all know it's possible. Okay, y'all know Keith Thurman has what it takes to beat both men. Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence is no threat to Keith Thurman like y'all say he is. Like they're not that damn good, better than Keith Thurman. Like Keith Thurman has better boxing IQ than both men put together. And I'm standing on that. I don't give a fuck who gets mad about it. Keith Thurman is the better boxer than both of them. But I just hope that Keith Thurman doesn't sit no longer, because I do want to see him fight. I'm a real big supporter of him, you know, and I want to see him hang his gloves up the proper way. So let's just keep our hands and, you know, our prayers together for Keith Thurman. Congratulations on your new baby girl, your beautiful family. And we're going to see what's going on. But don't be mistaken. Keith Thurman is still a threat in the 147 division. I think Keith Thurman is still a threat in any division. As far as the 154 division, he's still a threat up there. I mean, you know, you're talking about a guy that's not going to have to shed any weight, and he's going to be able to keep his power and everything. So you're talking about a dangerous shark that's still in the water that y'all really don't understand. When you dangle when you dangle your feet in the water and you see that shark all the way over there, just swimming around, and all of a sudden you don't see his fins anymore. Don't think he ain't creeping on you from the below. You understand? So, Keith Thurman is one of those dudes. He's quiet for a reason. Trust me. Keith Thurman is quiet for a reason. Y'all sleeping on him. But I bet you he will be back on the 147 division. He will be king again. And therefore, he will decide on if he want to hang up his gloves by being undisputed, which I do believe that Keith Thurman still has a chance of being undisputed. Anything's possible in boxing, man. We've seen a lot of upsets for the last 2-3 years, man. And anything's possible in boxing. But everybody's, Errol, Spence fans and, these Terrence Crawford fans, they just, they love their boxer. But, when you really look outside the box, man, Keith Thurman has a very great chance of beating both men if he want to, because he's not a washed up boxer. This is I Ain't Saying Pause, the boxing news. We're going to come back with some more exclusives. Y'all hang in, and we're going to see what this thing is going on. We're going to see what Al Heyman, the PBC, and Showtime, and all these people got going on, because it's a reason why when they did the announcement on the Showtime channel and they had all these announcements coming up, you saw Keith Thurman in the clips. You saw Keith Thurman in the clips. So I don't understand, why would they put Keith Thurman up there as a preview as a fighter that's going to have a fight real soon, and all of a sudden he's left out in the dust? Okay? So rather if it's boots or not, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, whatever, Keith Thurman is here to stay. All right? So let's see what happens. I Ain't Saying Pause, the boxing news. You heard? Yeah.